When we got the phone call that David was going to be recognized or honored, it just reminded me that even though the years go by and time passes, it's nice that he's still remembered.
Dave and we worked out at the same gym here in Red Bluff, and I saw him working out, and he was wearing a Butte College Police Academy sweats. So I was a reserve police officer coordinator at the time, so I approached him and asked him if he's interested in being a reserve for Red Bluff PD, and just kind of facilitated getting him hired as a reserve, and he did become a reserve for us and later was employed full-time.
David Mobilio graduated from the 91st Law Enforcement Academy at Butte College. Being as we're up to the 125th, that was some time ago, but it seems like yesterday because of the kind-hearted and compassionate person that he was. What a great sense of humor, a huge wealth of humanity for his fellow person, always wanting to do something for everybody else. That was just the type of person he was. That's part of what made him such a great cop.
David was a very fun, lighthearted, silly person. It was somewhat deceiving to look at him because his physical nature was one of a very big, buff guy, somewhat intimidating, I think, to some people, but the moment you had a conversation with him, you immediately knew that he was just like a big kid. So I think that's why so many people liked him.
Big thing about Dave was what we remember most is he was a practical joker, and he used to do things like he put Vaseline under the door handle to a patrol car. He was just overall a good guy, a funny guy.
I think what was so unique about David was that he connected with so many different people. It was, you know, older, elderly people and young children and guys and girls and just like all ages and types of personalities. And so it was fun to be a part of his life and see how he could make friends with so many different kinds of people. But I would say the thing that made him the most unique was his spontaneity and his silly side.
He was big and strong and lifted a lot of weights, but he was pretty mellow, actually. He did a good job as a dare officer. On patrol, he was aggressive and diligent about his duties. Dave sacrificed everything for this community and this department. One of the things we don't want to do is forget those who have sacrificed as much as Dave did.
Why we're here today is to honor this person, to honor the sacrifice that his family made. And they did it for all of us. So we're here to celebrate him. We're here to celebrate his family.
I think it was cool that my dad got to get the alumni award.
So here we are, 7.5 years later, and I'm still meeting people who are saying, I knew him, this is what he did for me, I'll never forget him. And so it's just pretty amazing.
Welcome Linda Mobilio-Keeling and her son Luke.
Let me begin by just saying thank you to the Butte College Foundation for recognizing David as one of your outstanding alumni. Our family is honored to be here tonight to accept this on David's behalf. I have to say that one of David's proudest moments was the day he graduated from the Butte Law Enforcement Academy. It was a tough program. It was one that challenged him on many levels, of course academically and physically, but also at times emotionally. When he successfully completed the academy, he walked away knowing that he could do anything. And now looking back, I know that it was those experiences that helped shape the great man that he was. When I received the news that he was going to be honored here tonight, it brought to mind a very special quote. What we do in life echoes in eternity. David was one of those rare individuals who was able to positively impact the lives of many, many people in a short time. It included those he worked with in law enforcement, the community members he helped serve and protect, the children he impacted through his work with the DARE program, who looked up to him as their role model, and their counselor and their friend, and of course our family who adored him. Tonight, with the acceptance of this award, we not only celebrate the accomplishments David made with his work, and of course pay tribute to his sacrifice, but we celebrate the incredible person that he was. And with that, his legacy lives on. Thank you for the honor.